Holy Spirit fills me, renews my mind, renews my intentions, that he prepares me, prepares your heart, prepares your mind to hear something new. This is not another meeting. You're going to walk away with an action step that can literally propel you, your business, and your family to a level you've never seen. So I ask that the Holy Spirit fills you and prepares you for a message that you walk away with something amazing. Oh, Lord, let's do it. Let's do it, guys. I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and let's get this started. Welcome. My name is DeAndre Saxon, and I am a Bob Proctor Consultant. I am a certified Bob Proctor Consultant. I work with Uncle Bobby P in the flesh. Guys, it's an absolute amazing blessing. And I just want to give to you guys. I'm not charging for this call. I just want to give because this information literally changed my life. I'm not going to introduce myself like I did on the last call. If you don't know, I just got started with Uncle Bobby P 3 months ago. I used to average $2,000 to $3,000 a month doing like selling on Amazon, doing all these different businesses. Then he said, DeAndre, if you do this one thing, if you do these two things, your life will change. Last month, I went over $102,000. I'm already at $40,000 for the month. Literally in 2 months of working with Uncle Bobby P, I crossed over $160,000 in 2 months. It literally blew my mind. It blew my mind. So I'm going to be giving you guys the sauce here, because if he changed my life, I'm only 24 years old. Been working with him 90 days. He can change your life and your team. See, this is Bob Proctor for leaders. Bob Proctor coaching for leaders. Each and every one of you on this call is a leader. Even if you have one person on your team, you're a leader. If you have 0 people on your team, you're still a leader because you're leading yourself. You see, in times of uncertainty, people are looking for leaders. Right now in the economy, in the world, people are looking for leaders. And on this call, you're going to walk away with an action step to grow your team, grow your business. All right. So I want to go ahead and get started really quickly with, okay, let's get everybody muted here. This call is being recorded, okay? So I want to go ahead and I want to introduce my man, Neno, real quickly before we hop into it. Man, Neno, man, he inspired me. It's so funny how we even got started with this. I was praying for an opportunity to work with somebody amazing, somebody that was meeting my vibration. And I was getting on all these calls and people were like, yo, have you heard of this man, Neno? Have you heard of this man, Neno? I was like, Neno? What's a Neno? I don't know. I've never heard that word before. But I was like, yo, Neno, he's the sauce. He's got the sauce. I'm like, all right, let me check him out. Followed him on Instagram. He slid in my DMs 2 minutes later. Man, this guy, we got on a call. Bro, we were spiritual brothers from the jump. We were spiritual brothers from the jump. He brought me on his call. I'm so grateful that now he's on my call on episode 2 of Bob Proctor Coaching. Man, this guy, he exemplifies character. He's a man of his word. You see, you know why he's at where he's at? He's a chairman 10 in his company, which means he's earning a 6-figure income. You know why he's at where he's at, everybody? It's because he takes action and he implements it. I had one call with the dude when we first met. I wasn't even coaching. We were just having conversations. We get on another call and he's implementing like 2 or 3 things I said. I'm like, yo, no wonder why he's at where he's at. He studies. He's a giver. He's a leader. And I cannot be more grateful to be in a partnership on this call with my man, Neno. So I'm going to pass it off to Neno. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are, and then we're going to hop into the content.
DeAndre, my man, thank you so much, guys. And for everyone that's on this call, let me see, we got almost 400 people on this call. Let's go. I just want to quickly introduce myself, but, first off, I want to give it back to my brother, DeAndre, guys. Can we drop a 7 in the chat box for my brother DeAndre, just doing this out of the kindness of his heart, just jumping in here at lunchtime, pouring into us and just giving us value that, we all need, including myself. I got my pen and paper ready to take notes. I want you guys to know I study this information, but I'm always learning. But, going back to what DeAndre said, I got a chance to meet DeAndre, and I had saw that he was doing these Bob Proctor consulting calls for Millionaire Mentor. And I'm like, yo, who is this dude? I jumped on, one of his calls, and I loved what he was talking about, because there's very few people that I come in contact with that talk about this spiritual information, paradigms, and, all these other great things. So I'm like, let me follow this dude. And I followed him, and I quickly messaged him, and I was like, yo, bro, I would love to connect with you, bro. So, we could be able to just share information and see how we could provide value to each other. And, you know, we jumped on a call, we chopped it up, and we noticed that we were just aligned with each other. It was perfect. Like he said, you know, there were people that was asking him about me. I was like, yo, who's DeAndre? And we just came back together perfectly. And, you know, we jumped on a call. He jumped on mornings with Nano. You know, my call, I do a call every single morning at 9 a.m. And he, you know, teared it apart. Like, he did his thing on that call. People jumped off that call, and they were excited. And they just had a paradigm shift while on the call, because if there's anyone that's really good at changing people's paradigm, it's DeAndre. You see, DeAndre has been coaching me one-on-one once a week, even twice a week. We're more brothers than business partners, right? Me and DeAndre just sometimes talk just to talk, but what I want you guys to understand that DeAndre does everything with an incredible intention behind it. And that's why he's able to change people's paradigms so easily, because intention is everything. And something I'm so grateful for him for is the fact that he truly cares about people. And there's very few people out there that really, truly care and have the character and have that courage to go out there and really work with people the way he does. He's very organized. He's one of those individuals that's going to give you his 110% every single day. He's very determined. He got me with my gold card. I don't know about you guys, but if you got those gold cards, let me see them. This is a gold card check right now. Who got their gold cards with them?
Vibe check. Where you guys at? Yo, drop a 1 in the chat. You got your gold card on you right now. Vibe check. Yo.
Vibe check.
Let's do it. Yo, anything you write on this gold card must manifest, guys. Must manifest.
It must manifest. That's a fact, guys. So I'm looking forward to this call. I just wanted to quickly introduce myself. For those that don't know me, my name is Neno. I'm 25 years old. I'm from New York, born and raised. I've been doing network marketing for the last 2 years and a half. I'm currently a 6-figure earner within my company, on my way to make 7 figures this year. Because of my brother DeAndre and all the teachings that he's going to be teaching me, we're going to smash that. You know, this year it's already done. We already wrote it down. It's already written in stone. It's just a matter of time for it to manifest. So I want you guys to know that we are family here. We want to help you guys. We want to help you guys grow. And I'm excited for this lesson right here. So DeAndre, let's get it popping and let's get right into it, bro. I'm ready.
Let's do it, guys. Okay, so here's what we're talking about today's call. We're talking about paradigms, okay? If you don't know what that is, do not worry. A paradigm is a multitude of habits. It's a group of your habits. You have thousands of habits that you have right now. Now, these habits control your behavior. Your behavior controls your results. You see, a lot of people try to change the result. They try to grow their team. They try to grow their income. They're trying to get better relationships. They're trying to do all these things. They're trying to change the symptoms, not the thing that caused it, which was the paradigm. You see, in a couple of minutes here, I'm going to pass it over to Uncle Bobby P. He's going to talk about the paradigm, something called the knowing-doing gap. You see, if you've been in your company or whatever you're doing right now, more than 30 days, you know exactly what to do to get to the next rank. You know exactly what to do. The thing is, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. There was something you're supposed to do this morning that you know was supposed to grow your business, but you didn't do it. How do you bridge that gap? You see, that gap between knowing and doing is the key to reaching success. That gap is called your paradigm. In a minute, Uncle Bobby P is going to talk about the paradigm, and then you're going to walk away with an action step on how to change that, how to get to your next rank. If you want to crash your next rank, if you want to crush your next rank, drop a 7 in the chat. I'm talking about quantum leaps. If you guys are just trying to go to 1 rank, 2 ranks, 3 ranks, get off this call right now, because you have divinity within you. You have spiritual perfection within you. Why would you try to grow 5%? Why would you try to grow 10%? You see, we were created in God's image. That means we are creators. We're not competitors. We're creators. And when you create, you have quantum leaps. You're talking 100%, 200%, 500% increase. I had a 5,000% increase in my income in 45 days. That's spiritual divinity. When you get your paradigm in alignment with spiritual divinity, you have quantum leaps. Now, before I go into Uncle Bobby P and play this video, I want you guys to know I'm getting coached directly with Uncle Bobby P, Bob Proctor. He is my coach. I spend a lot of money to join his inner circle. I get private coaching calls with him. I'm going to share some sauce with you really quickly before we get into the video of what he said. Because if you're underperforming, and this is a perfect subject, if you're underperforming right now, you know deep down inside of you right now, you could be doing so much more. You see yourself being on stages. You see yourself catching flights. You see yourself giving and starting nonprofits or whatever it is that you want. You know you have it in you, but you're not achieving it. And it makes you sad. You know why? Because you lack awareness. You have what Bob says, spiritual divinity within you. I'm going to share what when he coached me this Wednesday. This is what he said. We come from a divine source. We come from a divine source. To change our results, we must go to the spirit world. Take out your notebook. You should have a notebook paper right now. I want you to draw at the top of the paper, spirit. Spirit. And then you're going to put a gap, a little gap, 1 inch, 2 inch gap. And at the bottom, you're going to put physical world. Spiritual world, physical world. All right? Spiritual world, physical world. That gap is your paradigm. That's what we're going to be talking about right now. To change your results, you must go to your spirit world and bring it down to the physical world. The divinity lives within you. And listen to this. That divinity within your mind is looking for expansion and fuller expression. That want, you see, that want comes from your subconscious mind. That spiritual perfection of you wanting to hit the next rank, wanting to grow your team, wanting to be a better leader, wanting to do more is from that spiritual divinity within you. And that is looking for expansion and fuller expression. Man, what a line. What a line. That's what Uncle Bobby P said. Your spirit world causes your physical world. Your spiritual world causes your physical world. I didn't know this for 5 years. I'm 24 years old. For 5 years, I struggled trying to make it happen, trying to work hard, read the books, go to the seminars. I did all that things, but I didn't get results. I was on calls like these every day with my leaders. Every day. Every day. I changed so much. I dropped out of college. I dressed up the part. I was wearing suits every single day when I was prospecting. I was in financial services, network marketing. And I would bust my butt, but I never got results because I was working in the physical world. But when I met Uncle Bobby P, he said, DeAndre, you live on 3 simultaneous planes of existence. 3 simultaneous planes of existence. You know what those are? He said, you're a spiritual being. You have an intellect and you have a physical body, a physical world. See, I was living on the basic level of awareness, which is physical world. Trying to slide into DMs, trying to get the names and numbers. Oh, bro, that's a nice suit. What do you do? Yo, let me get your name and number. I'll give you a call later. Like, I would do that 10 times a day. But yeah, I wasn't getting results. I met Uncle Bobby P. He said, DeAndre, you need to tap into your intellectual world and your spiritual world. When you do that, it comes down to your physical world and everything changes. And I did that. When I met Bob Proctor in February, I had $200 in my bank account. $200. I put my stuff on credit cards, said, Uncle Bobby P, I trust you. I trust you. I trust that what you say will change my life. I need to get spiritually aligned. I need God's source. I need to have the Father working in every cell of my body. And he showed me how to do that. He showed me how to speak. He showed me how to work from the inside out. And that's how I went, boom, $160,000 in 45 days. Boom, changed my life. Changed my life. Y'all want a quantum leap? Drop a 7 in the chat. Y'all drop a 7 in the chat. Your imagination. Your imagination allows you to tap into that spiritual world and bring it down to the physical world. Write this down. Imagination equals your messenger. Imagination is your messenger between the physical world and the spiritual world. Imagination, it's the medium between the spirit world and the physical world. Man, y'all hyped up or what? I'm hyped up. We got to tap into that spiritual world. We got to tap into it. So now, without further ado, I have a lot of notes here, guys. I got a lot. I was only the first couple lines here. So make sure you're plugging into every call so I can share this stuff with you. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to Uncle Bobby P, where he's going to talk about paradigms and how to tap into the spiritual perfection. How to get what you already know what to do, but now how to turn on the gas. How to turn on that quantum leap to get a 5,000% increase in your income. Imagine if you could triple rank this month, quadruple rank this month. What if you could just smash your next rank without, like, people gonna come to you? People are gonna come to you and they're gonna be like, yo, bro, sis, what you doing? What you doing? You know why? Because you're coming from a place of creation, not competitiveness. Creation. When you create, quantum leaps. Creation, quantum leaps. Competitiveness, normalcy. Normalcy. Don't compete, create. Man, I'm pumped up, yo. I'm pumped up. I don't even know where this is coming from right now. I don't know where this is coming from. But when you tap into creation, I'm in creation right now. I'm in creation. Guess what? If you're feeling pumped up and you're like, damn, this dude inspires me, you know why? Because you have it within you too. You have it within you too. You see a relationship here. If I can do it, you can do it. And what you're gonna learn right now is how to tap into this creation, bring it down to the spiritual world, and attack and become the light in somebody else's life. So without further ado, let's pass it over to Uncle Bobby P.
Hello there and welcome. Are you ready to grow up? Way up there. Well, you know, I've been reading this book. It's Wendy Detta's book, and I wrote the foreword to it, but I keep going back to it because it's such a good book.
Can you guys hear this? Can you hear him? Can you guys hear him? Yes, yes, yes. Can you guys hear him? Yeah. Oh, man, there's so many messages. Can you guys hear him? Hopefully. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, yes. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
And the title of it, The More I Learn, the More I Love. Think of that. Discovering the true beauty of life by reconnecting to self through love, light, and laughter by Wendy Detta. If you don't own this book, you've got to get it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to recommend we do a couple of Friday stories on it because there's so much good stuff in here. Wendy's done a great job. Well, I had an occasion to write a text to someone that I'm mentoring, coaching. And I don't do a lot of this. In fact, I really can't afford to do a lot, and most people that are doing it with me, they can't afford to pay what I'm charging. But every now and then, when I see someone that's got obvious talent, and they're not really collecting on it the way I think they should, I will take that person on as a client. I don't have a lot of them, but I do have some. Very few, as a matter of fact. And the price is very high because my time is so valuable. Now, what you're going to hear is a text that I wrote to this person, and I want you to listen to it very carefully. Because as a consultant, you're going to have to do this with people from time to time. It's not an easy thing to do. You see, what you do when you lay the truth on a line with a friend is you're taking a risk. They might not want to be your friend any longer. That's true. You've got to be prepared to lose them as a friend to help them the way they have to be helped. Now that may sound strange, but I think it'll fall into place. At any rate, let me read you something I've written. Something you must remember. There's a huge difference between I'm going to do it and doing it. One will get you nothing, the other will create a fortune. You have to play hardball with yourself if you want to make it happen. Refuse to let yourself off the hook. Now, I could say this to any consultant we've got that's not doing the amount of business they want to do. I'm going to read it to you again. This is a real case of me working with someone. But the reason I'm reading it out because I believe every consultant can benefit from this. And I'm going to tell you something. I got to use this psychology on me all the time, because I'll let myself off the hook if I'm not careful. Something you must remember. There is a huge difference between I'm going to do it and doing it. One will get you nothing. The other will create a fortune. You have to play hardball with yourself if you want to make it happen. Refuse to let yourself off the hook. Now, what do I mean by that? One will get you nothing, the other will give you a fortune. Well, it's not too difficult to say, I'm going to do this. Difficult, though, is doing it. And that's what this lesson's about. So I want you to pay real close attention here. Here is the mind. This is the body. Now think. Out here are the results. Now, we take the mind and we divide it into two parts. Up here is what we know. Down here is the paradigm. Now, it's so easy for us to say, here, I'm going to do it. But down here then, to do it, this is where you've got to put it into action. To do what we're talking about up here, totally different game. You see, up here is where we think. We'll think, if I were to do this, everything down here would change. Do you know, Gene and I were working all week on the goals program. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And we decided that we've got to do something that's easy to understand, but not necessarily so easy to do. Something simple that'll make a big difference. She says, go back and think of what you did in Prudential, in Metropolitan Life, State Farm, Great Eastern over in Asia. We literally caused their sales to go up. One VP from Pru said it went up over $1 billion. How could you do that? We got the people to make a commitment. They would be skin to skin with a real life prospect before 9 a.m. and they would ask everyone to purchase $100,000 worth of insurance. Now, this is back in the early 70s. So $100,000 was a heck of a lot more money then than it is now. That's all they had to ask. They didn't have to sell it, just ask them to buy it. They had more $100,000 sales in every office right across the United States in a month, and in some cases in a week, than they previously had in a year. What were they doing? Just two things different. One, they were in front of a real life prospect, skin to skin. You had to shake hands before 9 a.m. Number two, you had to just ask them to buy. You didn't even have to sell them, just ask them, give them the opportunity to say no. They were the only two things, just two, that they had to do. Two things. Now that sounds very simple, but you see, the paradigm controls all of our habitual behavior, and almost all of our behavior is habitual. So saying, you think about it, yeah, that would probably make a difference. And you know how to do it. I know how to do that. I know how to be in front of somebody before 9 a.m. Yeah, when we think about it, we say, I know. But then doing it is another thing. Doing it is another thing. It's so easy to say, well, I'll start tomorrow. Well, it's already Wednesday. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to start on Monday. Or somebody that's not even in the business, forget it. Let's go play golf. What the hell? Do you know that there's all kinds of situations, there's all kinds of conditions, all kinds of circumstance can stop you from doing the thing that you know is going to change the course of your life? You see, if we will say, I'm going to override this paradigm, I am going to do those two things, and I'm going to do them every day until they become part of my paradigm. It's not that difficult. Do you know that your life will change? Now, I want you to think. I really want you to think. You may be a new consultant. You may have never sold anything before in your life. And you may have friends, relatives, neighbors, certainly your paradigm telling you, this is silly. This business isn't for you. You're never going to make this happen. You've got to say, out of here. I am not thinking that way. I was telling a young guy this morning, in every project we're involved in, there's escape hatches. And if you don't weld them closed when the first little bump in the road, you're going to be out through the escape hatch. Look at thinking of the right thing to do, knowing the right thing to do, and doing it, totally different. Saying, I'm going to do that, and doing that are two different things. Just sticking, I'm going to do that, and not doing it, keep you in the poorhouse. You'll never earn any money. Stepping out and doing it, it'll earn you millions of dollars. Now, I know what I'm talking about because I earn millions of dollars. I literally earn millions of dollars every year. This is the guy that was kicked out of school after 2 months in high school. This is the same guy, absolutely no business experience. This is the same guy that didn't know which end was up. Had a terrible work record, bad work record, bad attitude, nothing going for him. Today, he does everything he wants. Now look at this. I sat down, I took a pen, and I said, I am going to build a company that operates all over the world. Today, the Proctor Gallagher Institute operates all over the world. This is the same guy that owed $4,000, or earned $4,000, owed $6,000. Had no visible means or way of ever changing that. That within 12 months, I was earning $15,000 a month. You annualize that, that's $175,000 a year. Now listen, I know if I can do it, you can do it. But I do know this. If you don't play hardball with yourself, you're going to stay where you are. You can have all the talent in the world. If you don't use it, demonstrate it, get out there and help somebody with it, you're not going to cash in on it. You see, I didn't have obvious talent. I was shy, I was quiet, I had a bad work record, a bad attitude. And yet, I came around and I got it all straightened out and I got on the right track and I earned millions of dollars, and I have for many years. Now, if I can do that, I know you can do it. I know it. You see, I think when you decided to become a consultant, you had something going inside of you where you wanted to help other people. You wanted to do what I was doing. You wanted to do what Sandy Gallagher was doing. You admired the both of us and how we were doing what we were doing, the kind of money we were in, the fun we were having. Well, keep in mind that if we can do it, you can do it. And we want to help you. I really want to help you. But I'm going to tell you something. I'll lay it right on the line with you. I'm not going to screw around. I'm not going to sugarcoat the pill. I'm not going to say things I think you'd like to hear. If you've got talent and you're not using it, I'll be the first guy to tell you, your way is not working. If you don't change it, you're going to go nowhere. Now look at your results. The results always tell the truth. They always tell the truth. They tell exactly what's going on inside. You cannot afford to let your paradigm control your behavior. You just cannot afford to do it because you'll never have more than you've got if that's what you're going to do. You got to get out and you've got to do it. Every day, you should make at least 3 presentations. You may say, well, God, that'd be difficult. No, it wouldn't. That's a bad attitude. It's not difficult. You see, you're surrounded by people that got what you want. You've got a system that will show them how to live the way they want to live, have the freedom they want to have, and earn the money they want to earn. And you've got the talent to pull it off. Now, if you're not doing it, it's because you're letting some old paradigm, some bad habits stop you. You can't afford to do that. You want to grow up? Grow up. Look it. You should always have a fairly thick roll of money in your purse or your pocket. When you see something you want, you should never have to ask yourself, can I afford it? You are quite capable of being able to afford everything you want. And the truth is, you can have whatever you want. You are God's highest form of creation. There's nothing on this planet that will even come close to you. If you let me guide you, and that was the deal we took on, you were going to let me guide you. I tell everybody, TIR is where I spend my time. I love working with the consultants. I'm a salesman at heart. They call me the chairman. I don't know what a chairman's rules are. I do know this. I'm a salesman. See, I believe what Wheeler said. Nothing happens till somebody sells something. If I'm dealing with a prospect or if I'm dealing with somebody I'm mentoring, I will tell them the truth. If it hurts their feelings, too bad. If you are not dealing with the truth insofar as what you're doing, you are kidding yourself and you're going nowhere. Get honest with yourself right now. And you're going to find your business just growing up, and that's where you want it to go. This is Bob Proctor. Thank you.
Wow, that was insane. Yo, if that was crazy for you, drop a 1 in the chat. That was fire right now. Yo, I literally get this coaching every day. It's so crazy. Like, I watch this, I'm like, damn, no wonder why shit is happening. Yo, okay, so while you guys are dropping that out, I want you to write on a piece of paper right now. And then I'm going to bring on my man, Neno. What is it that you know you should be doing, but you're not doing? 2 things. Write it down right now. What are the 2 things that you know you have to be doing today to grow your business, but you're not doing it? Write it right now. Number 1. Number 2. Write it right now. I'll give you 10 seconds. You already know it because you're watching this video. You're like, damn, he's calling me out. I know I'm supposed to be doing this. I know I'm supposed to be doing an Instagram story. I know I'm supposed to be on Instagram Live. I know I'm supposed to reach out to my brother. I know I'm supposed to reach out to my neighbor to show him the plan. I know I'm supposed to be doing a team call, but I'm not doing it. What are the 2 things right now that you're supposed to be doing, but you're not doing it? You see, that is your paradigm. That is, you see, those 2 things you just wrote down right now are the things that are stopping you from hitting your next rank. Those are the things that are stopping you. You see, Bob said, DeAndre, do 2 things. Do 2 things. I think he said it right now. I don't think he did say it. He said, number 1, be in front of a prospect by 9 a.m. Every single morning, I'm showing the plan at 9 in the morning. At 9 in the morning, you should be on an appointment, showing the plan, recruiting somebody, building your team, getting a new customer. 9 o'clock in the morning. That's what he told me. I literally asked him that question in February. I got up. I was so nervous. I was like, Uncle Bobby P, there's this man named Alex Morton. He inspires me. What do I need to do to be like this man, Alex Morton? He said, I told Alex Morton to do 2 things. Be in front of a customer by 9 a.m., study the program, thinking into results every day. So that's what I did. I was so naive. I was like, you know what? I got $200 in my bank account. I got nothing to lose. I'll do that. And I did that every day. I got in front of a customer by 9 a.m. I highly recommend you guys take that on as well. Be in front of a customer by 9 a.m., showing the plan, recruiting somebody, building your team, 3-way call, whatever you need to do. And the second thing he said was study thinking into results, which is the plan, the program I'm studying, the one I offer every day. And that's how I went from earning $3,000 a month. Now I'm on track to earn my first million, $1.2 million this year, annualized. If you take how much I earned last month. Are you freaking kidding me? How the hell do you go from $30,000 a year to $1.2 million a year? Like, tell me. It's the paradigm in getting yourself to do what you know you should be doing. Now, really briefly, I'm gonna show you guys this. This is called the stick figure. I'm gonna share this with you guys really quickly, and then Neno, he's gonna come on. He's gonna share how to implement this with your team. How to implement this with your team as a leader. All right, Neno. So get prepared. So here's the stick figure. You guys can see this, right? On Instagram, y'all on Instagram, you need to jump on the Zoom call. If you're not on the Zoom call, y'all late. It's in my story. Swipe up. All right, so here we go. Here's the stick figure. This represents you. This represents your team. All right, you guys can see this, right? You guys can see this, right? Boom, boom, boom. All right. I can't see the chat right now. Okay, so here, this top circle represents your conscious mind. This bottom circle represents your subconscious mind. This little body here, this little circle is your body. You see, your body is a physical manifestation of your mind. You have your thinking mind, your conscious mind. This is your thinking mind. You guys watching this call right now are using your thinking mind. Only 4% of what you're going to learn on this call you will implement to grow your business, to recruit somebody, to build your team, to hit the next rank. Only 4% if you're using your conscious mind. That's why I said this is not another meeting. I'm going to tap into your subconscious mind so you can go back to your respective company and recruit the hell out of everybody in the world, share the plan, grow your business, and literally expand in fuller expression. So you have your conscious mind. It controls 4% of your results. Your subconscious mind, your paradigm, controls 96% of your results. 96%. You guys already know what to do. If you've been in your company longer than 30 days, you know what to do to hit the next rank. Not even hit the next rank, to hit the rank farther than that. If you're earning 10K a month, going straight to 50K a month. If you're, I don't want to name companies because we have multiple companies, but like quadrupling in your company, the different ranks, it's going to come from this subconscious mind right here. The images that most dominate your subconscious mind forms a vibration. Let me repeat that. The images that most dominate your subconscious mind forms a vibration. That vibration is then expressed to and through your body, and it gets you to act. It gets you to act. You see, you building your team, recruiting your team, hitting your next rank, it's not going to come from you working hard, sliding another DM, doing calls. Do you have to do that? Yes, you have to do that. Yes, you have to recruit. Yes, you got to be on sales calls. Yes, you got to be showing the plan. Yes, yes, yes. But that is a byproduct of the vibration of your body that you have instilled because you have planted a new image. You have changed the image of your vibration, and it must express to your body. You see, your subconscious mind is in every cell of your body. It's in your fingernail, in your hair, in your heart. Right now, your heart is pumping. That's your subconscious mind. So if you can plant a new image in there of you being a 50,000 a month earner, 100,000 a month earner, get an image of what that looks like and get emotionally involved with it. Take it from your conscious mind, plant it into your subconscious mind. Change
oh, wow.
your body. Oh, got to mute yourself. You do that, and then your results change. To hit that next quantum leap, it's going to come not from effort. It's going to come from a vibrational change. All right, Neno, I would love for you to come on, bro. You've been in the program now for 2 weeks. I would love for you to share what have you learning, what are you implementing with yourself, and what are you implementing to get your team results as well?
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Wow, bro. And then it's crazy because, you know, you can hear me, right, bro? We good? Perfect. So, yeah, man, I think is amazing, really, the fact that, you know, we already study this information, but the more that we hear it, you know, the better it gets. And it's really amazing what we just went over. I got like 2 pages of notes here, so I want to go over some of this stuff. But, yeah, I've been doing the program for about two weeks now. And, you know, the first one I went over, you know, was the Perfect Genie. And the Perfect Genie is one of my favorite ones because it talks about what you just finished talking about creating that image in your mind and becoming emotionally involved with it so that way now you can start taking actions towards what you want, and then the results tell the story, right? And you see, the problem with most people is that I've noticed, and this is how I've been able to implement it into my team, is that most people have created the wrong image in their mind. Most people have the wrong image installed in their subconscious mind, and that's why they lack the action. That's why they lack the results that they're looking for. So what I've been able to do with my team, DeAndre, is I've started to implement that image into their mind. I got them to create the goal card. I got them to become emotionally involved with the goal that they want to accomplish. Because you see, once you create that, right? Once you have that goal in your mind, once you get that picture, you see, most people you know what the problem with most people, DeAndre, is that most people, they get started with something and they set a goal. Okay, boom, they set a goal, but they think that just setting that goal is that's it, that is done. You got to practice the same way that you go into the gym and you work out. I can't go to the gym once, do biceps, and expect to have big biceps. No, it's not how it works. I got to continue to install that picture in my mind every single day. So what I've been doing is 2 to 3 times a day, I vibe check and goal check my team. So that way they can continue to see that picture in their mind of their goals. Yo, goal card check, what's good? Let me see it. They check it, and now I'm like, yo, read it to yourself and get emotionally involved with it for at least 68 seconds. 68 seconds makes it a dominant thought in your mind. And remember, we want to make it a dominant thought to where the point where it crowds out all other ideas, okay? So you got to make it a dominant thought till it crowds out all other ideas. Okay, 17 seconds makes it a habit. 68 seconds makes it a dominant thought. So I get them to focus on it. Like, yo, really focus on it. Like, I'm sitting there and I practice what I preach. So when I read this, I don't just read, hey, you know, I'm so happy and grateful now that, and just read it and put it down. No, I'm sitting there, and this is what I do too, DeAndre. I want you to know this, bro. This is something that I share with everybody. There's a way to make this goal more powerful, right? I like to apply the 5 senses to my goal. So what I do is I read it, boom. Okay, I am so happy and grateful now that so-and-so. So I saw it, right? And I heard it. So now, no matter what, I saw it and I heard it. Now, the next thing is I want to touch it. So I read it all over again, but I follow it with my finger now. The next time I touch it, okay? So now I've saw it, I've heard it, and I touched it. So what am I missing? I'm missing tasting it. The only way I can taste it is imagining the champagne that we're going to be popping when we hit it. So that's my way of tasting it, bro. That's my way of tasting my goal. I just imagine as I'm celebrating the goal, I could taste the champagne in my mouth, bro, just celebrating the champagne and all of that stuff. And then the next one is smelling it. So usually what I do is I just smell the cologne that I have on, bro, and I just make it such visual, like I make it so detailed, bro, like to the point where I feel like I'm already there. Like it's literally right there in front of me, bro. And I got my whole team involved in this, bro. And my team has taken off, bro. In the last month, we've enrolled over 200 to 300 individuals within my organization. My organization is taking off. I'm about to, pop my first 6-figure earner in my organization. We have a bunch of others that are about to pop off. But it's because I've been able to install that picture in their mind. But not only that, I've been able to get them emotionally involved with it, which then leads them to take the action. You see, they don't mind putting in 14, 15 hours a day into their business because they love it. They enjoy it. They know where they're going. They understand that this is part of the process. And then, like you said, bro, the results tell the story, family. The results tell the story. The results are a clear representation of the inner self, right? Most people live from the outside in. We got to live from the inside going out because we create our own reality. I create my own reality. If I see myself in a place that I'm not supposed to be in, it's because I created it. If I'm struggling in my business, I created it. I'm getting emotionally involved with the wrong idea. And that's what I need you guys to really become aware of. If you're not where you want to be right now in your business, in your life, in your relationship, in anything in your life right now, I want you to know that you are emotionally involved with the wrong idea. That's all it is. It's really all it is. I want you to understand that. So what I did was, and I want you to know, me, Neno, Mornings with Neno, 1,000 people on my calls, I get sometimes involved with the wrong emotional ideas, right? I sometimes got involved. But what I had to do is my awareness. That's why I love what DeAndre talks about. Awareness is everything. Once you become aware of it, you got to make the switch. And that's what it goes back to what we was just learning, right? It goes back to what he said. He said there's a huge difference between I'm going to do it and doing it. And I would say, yeah, I'm going to wake up early because I lost my routine. If I'm being honest, I fell off of my routine. And every week I would be like, I'm going to do it. But the thing was that I had to do it. It's not about I'm going to do it. I need to do it. And like he said, I'm going to do it creates nothing. But doing it creates the fortune. And it's funny that the moment I started to get back into my routine and I actually started doing it, instead of saying I'm going to do it, I feel like a brand new person. I'm vibrating at a whole new level. I'm recruiting people. My business is taking off. Everybody that I meet now is aligned with my desires because I started to do things. So what I want you guys to understand is that you need to start doing it. And I actually wrote down some of the things that I need to start doing the moment I get off this call. So the moment I get off this call, the 2 things that I wrote down, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to wait till 5 o'clock. I'm not going to wait till Monday to come around. The moment I get off this call, the moment DeAndre says it's over and I'm on the call and I'm making phone calls to some of my leaders because there's some relationships I need to build with some leaders, right? There's some things I need to organize in my business. I'm going to get right into it because DeAndre just told me that those 2 things right there, those were the first 2 things that came to my mind. So those are the first 2 things that I'm going to take action on because that's what's stopping me from getting myself to the next level. So I need you to really understand this, fam. This is not a joke. This is it does not get more clear than this. Like, as DeAndre was speaking, I was already on the other page, like, writing out a game plan as to what I'm going to do after this. because the ideas started to flow. And that's why I'm so grateful, because look, in meditation this morning, I asked for answers. I asked for guidance. And then DeAndre randomly calls me in the middle of mornings with Neno. He's like, yo, I want you to jump on at 12. And I'm like, okay, because I know that that's the universe aligning me. I know that there was something for me on this call. And then I jump on the call. I'm listening to him. He's speaking to me. Then we listen to Bob Proctor. And then he jumps off and tells me, yo, there's 2 things you need to be doing, and you need to take action on them now. And I noticed that for a long time, I have been stuck in the gap. Okay, I was stuck in the gap, and I needed to take action on certain things that I was kind of putting off. Yo, I'll wait till here. I'll wait till that time. The time is now, fam. The time is now. Okay, this is important information. And the thing is that you got to be the one that leads by example for your team. Remember, your team is not going to do what you say. They're going to do what you do. Okay, so you got to do it first. I got to go out there and lead by example and show my team that I'm doing this so that then they can follow along. But unless I do it, guess what? Everyone's going to stay stagnant. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. So if you wait till Monday, then guess what? Your team is going to wait till Monday. You wait 2 weeks from now, you wait a month from now, you wait till 2021, then your team is going to wait the same amount of time, guys. So it's very, very important that you get people to make this decision. Make the decision yourself, but then make sure that you have a few key individuals in your organization that do the same. Make sure that everyone in your organization has their gold card at all times. Gold card, check them. If you ever get checked and you don't have yours on you, you better hold yourself accountable for it. Better hold yourself to it.
One time that happened to me, bro. My team got me.
They got you and you didn't have it on you?
I was switching my pants on. I forgot to put it in. They got me, bro.
Yo, bro, it happens to me too, bro. That's why I keep multiple of them. I have like 3 of them. I have one on my laptop. I have them everywhere all over my house. So, that's what it's all about. And like he said, last but not least, guys, you got to play hardball with yourself, man. You got to go out there and really go out there and do this. You got to stop sitting there and just waiting for these things to happen, guys. It's not going to happen like that. Trust me, I've been the one that's done nothing, and I've been the one that's done everything. And I know what's the difference between the two. One creates a fortune, one creates nothing. I've been there creating nothing, like sitting there doing nothing with my life and creating nothing, no results, complaining, mad about myself, right? But the moment I started to create and do, I started to create my fortune. And with my fortune came a lot of results and a lot of impact. Why you think my brother DeAndre went from less than $200 in his bank account to selling over $100,000+ for the Bob Proctor Consultant course? He's number 2 for them right now in the sales team. He's part of his inside team, right? These are things that he manifested. He saw it up there. You see that goal he has written down in his goal card? It's already done. He already made the decision for it. It's just now the law of gestation, waiting for everything to manifest. It's only a matter of time. The more he gets emotionally involved with this idea, the more he gets emotionally involved with this, is the more he's going to be creating. And he's molding it up right now. Every single day is the clay. He's just molding it up perfectly every single day. And eventually it's going to manifest in his hand, because what you see in your mind, you can hold in your hand, family. So, that's what I want you guys to understand moving forward. Make sure you make the decision first to do this, and then make sure that you find key individuals in your organization to do it as well. And you will see that your business in the month of May will be the best it's ever been, fam. So, DeAndre, that's my message for today, bro. I hope you got some value from that, guys. If you guys got some value from that, drop some sevens.
Yo, why you gotta do that to him? Why you gotta do that to him, bro? Oh, Lord, somebody help me. Yo, drop a 7 in the chat. Yo, yo, blessings. Yo, I'm sending this. Yo, why'd you gotta do it to him like that? Yo, I've never seen you speak like that, bro. I've never seen you do that before.
I'm on another level right now, bro.
I've never seen you do that.
I'm feeling too good right now, bro.
Yo, I've never seen you move like that, bro. Yo, I've seen the growth in you like I've never seen, man. I've never seen this, bro. You have no idea what's coming your way, bro. I see you in a light that you don't even see yourself at yet. If you're like, nah, bro, I see it. Nah, I see it farther than where you sit, bro. You're gonna go so big. Yo, this is only the first show. This is only 400 people. Bro, we gonna be in front of 400,000 people a year, bro. Live events, 10x con, doing
Bro,
something.
you know what's crazy to me too, bro? This is only my second week in the program, bro. Imagine these next 90 days, bro.
Oh.
When we got that information installed in our mind, that information literally crowds out every other idea, bro. Bro, listen, guys, I'm working on this stuff with you. But you see, the difference between me and a lot of people, and the difference between what separates me and DeAndre from a lot of people, is that we really sit there and study this information day in and day out, every single day, day in and day out. No excuses, no excuses, no excuses, no excuses, no excuses. We run after it, fam, and that's what it's all about, fam. And I want y'all to know that I'm here for you. I'm gonna teach this stuff to you. I'm mastering this stuff myself. The reason why I haven't really started teaching this within my Mornings with Neno is because I like to apply the information first. So I like to learn it, I like to apply it, I like to reap the benefits from it, and then I like to teach it. So next level stuff, guys. Amazing stuff going on here. And DeAndre, I'll give it back to you, man. Great call, fam. Great call.
All right, guys. So before we hop on our next call, like I said, we end right on time because you guys got another appointment right now. So here's the action plan. You leave every Bob Proctor coaching with DeAndre with an action plan. You're not learning, it's just leaving. You're learning, leaving with an action plan, okay? I mentioned it earlier. Here's what you're going to write down right now. What are the two habits that you're going to implement today? Write them down. Are you getting in front of a customer by 9 a.m.? Are you studying every single day? What are the two habits you're going to do and begin doing every day to begin growing your business? That's your action plan. Okay, that's number one. So write those things down. Number two, what are you going to do with your team? What is the habit you're going to do with your team to get them to get moving too, to get your team moving? Write that down right now. Question number one, what is the two habits you're going to implement today in your personal life? Now, what are you going to do with your team? How are you going to implement this with your team? All right. Now, if you guys are brand new, you guys can schedule a free 30-minute strategy session with me. I saw you guys had a lot of questions. You'll text Bob Proctor to 31996, or you can go on my Instagram bio at Miami Patron. Yo, can you guys do me a favor? Drop Neno's Instagram in the chat. Drop it. Spam the chat with a Neno's Instagram. I want everybody to go give him a follow right now. I know we have so many different types of businesses and leaders on this call. So everybody spam him. Spam his Instagram in the chat. All right, mine is at Miami Patron. Okay, if you want to schedule a free 30-minute strategy session, you'll text Bob Proctor to 31996. If you're not in the Telegram group already, I do these calls every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All right, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 p.m. You can find that Telegram link in my Instagram story. You'll swipe up, join the Telegram group. That way you guys never miss a call. All right, guys, everybody should be on an appointment. Here's a good habit right here. Make it a habit to be on an appointment right after Bob Proctor coaching. Boom, right after Bob Proctor coaching. We don't go 1 minute over. We're not, man, if we go 1 minute over, you guys got to check me because we're on another appointment. I'll see you guys next time. Miami Patron is out. Neno, we out. See you guys later, family. Get on that appointment. Let's grow.